Hi everybody, welcome back to our Attract Capital webinar series. I'm Janine, here with CEO David Barnett.
Hi everybody.
Today we're going to be talking about the advantages of venture and growth debt. So Dave, what is venture and growth debt?
Good question, Janine. So venture debt and growth debt, they're loan structures that are used for companies, usually technology companies that are going through a very hyper growth stage. These companies tend to be generating large losses because they have a historic opportunity to build a company in a new vertical, in a new industry that heretofore didn't exist. And so what this does is it helps them bring in more capital to extend their capital runway when they're going through this period of loss making. A lot of times I think of it as like these great tech companies that you hear about, like Uber. You think of WeWork, you think of a lot of these, Google went through the same thing, Facebook went through it when they were growing and they needed capital. And there's several advantages to using growth and venture debt at the right stage.
Great, so then how is it used?
So when a company is growing through this phase, they're going to achieve a milestone where they're going to become cash flow break even, or they're going to have another equity round. Okay. So gapping that period of burn, or having enough cash on hand to be able to get through that period of burn as they're getting to the point where they're cash flow break even or to the next equity round is very valuable for the owners. So owners tend to use it instead of bringing in expensive equity where they might have to give up another 10, 15, 20% of the company. So it's used as an equity surrogate during this period. And it really helps the company because as long as the company is heading in the right direction, this capital is very valuable because the company can use it to get to a much higher valuation. So just to take a number, if a company's worth 500 million and they want to raise 100 million, it's better if they can use this growth debt and get their valuation up to $1 billion, where the dilution will be less.
Okay, and then that leads me to my next question. What are the main benefits of using the debts?
Well, we've seen growth debt and venture debt was very important for several of our technology clients throughout the pandemic because those lenders knew a lot about the company, and a lot of our companies' clients had some difficulty raising equity capital. It just took longer to build it. So they can provide financing faster during a bit of a turbulent period, and the pandemic has certainly been a turbulent period. It stretched out all the timelines for equity capital raising. So I think you can get supportive lender response during difficult times, which is very valuable. I also think it's less expensive than raising equity. Instead of giving up an arm and a leg to a Series B or a Series C equity investor, it's better to take some growth debt and give up a few warrants and some upside to the growth debt lender. And ultimately, it helps the owner maintain more of their equity, which is a very positive thing. You have to be very careful in how you manage this. You have to make sure that you capital plan accordingly. But this is a very powerful tool for the right company that needs to extend its capital runway and make sure that it has adequate liquidity.
All right. Yeah, sounds very supportive in the right direction for any company that's being innovative.
I would recommend it.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, everyone. Those are some advantages of venture and growth debt, and we'll be back soon with more webinars. Thank you.